We are back. I can hear the crackle of my bag of Belgian chocolates. Everything's coming through my headphones now. That's a relief. Whoa. Hello, good evening, good morning. Hello, everybody. So happy to be with you and so astonished, really, to be coming live from Belgium, from a place called Livestream, also known as One-Shoot. Yep. So here I am. I arrived last night. I came over on the train from the UK, especially to meet my friend Dohi in person. We've never met in real life before, only online on the internet, over YouTube and Zoom and things like that. So it's so exciting to be here. And the most exciting thing is that the chat is buzzing with all of you. So it's a little difficult, bit different setup to when I'm at home, but I can tell you that it's super professional. And that little thing at the beginning of not hearing me, that was just your little test. That's the test for everybody. I'm in the very capable hands of Dohi tonight, but it's a little harder for me to see the chat, and I probably won't call out every name that comes in. So please know that you're super welcome. I do see lots of familiar friends. Beautiful to see you all here, and I love that you're taking care of each other and saying hello to each other and sharing information and where you are and things like that. So we are here. It's mostly original songs tonight, a couple of Christmas songs. So maybe have your bells and Santa hats ready. And I hope we'll have a lovely evening together as long as you can stay with us. I really appreciate you being here. So I'm here, yes, as I say, with the delights of Belgium. This beautiful dark chocolate I can't wait to have. This was a gift of Stephen, who was in the chat there, Dohi's neighbour. It was so nice to see Stephen, the good mojo, here this afternoon and put a face to the name. And thank you for this lovely gift. I've got some beer as well in this kind of goblet, 8% beer. They don't mess about in Belgium at all. It's all something to do with the monks, I think, and some more things to show you as we go as well. So welcome, everybody, wherever you are in the world. I'm so happy that we're all zooming in to the studio here, the Ruhr Room studio in Belgium. It's amazing. So here we are. I'm going to start with this one. It's my ode to song and singers and songwriters. It's called The Song Is the Thing. Playing it in the key of D if you happen to have a guitar or something with you. So we'll start here. Thanks for coming. The song is the thing, let people sing for joy, for sorrow, for connection, something to pass on, something to learn, something to share. Let it ring, let us sing. A fado singer deep in thought and time, in a cave of stone, walls that have heard it all. Singing of life, its ups and downs. You can hear the heartbeat in us, echoing the sound. The song is the thing, let people sing for joy, for sorrow, connection, something to pass on, something to love, something to share. Let it ring, let us sing. Thank you very much. Oh, it's so nice. He's like, if I just look a little to my left, he's sitting at the control desk. It looks like he's Captain Kirk in the Starship Enterprise. He's got a bank of everything you can imagine. He's like a pilot here. So yeah, it's great to have his company alongside me here. Thank you very much. Thank you. I can see claps and hearts popping up in the chat. That's really kind of you. Thanks so much. We're all friends here tonight. So yeah, let's just enjoy the company, enjoy the music. So I'm going to go on with a folk song. This is an English folk song, traditional song called Spencer the Rover. I really like this song. So here it is, Spencer the Rover. This tune was composed by Spencer the Rover, as valiant a man as ever left home. And he had been much reduced, which caused great confusion. And that was the reason he started to roam. In Yorkshire near Rotherham, he'd been on a ramble. Weary of travelling, he sat down to rest by the foot of yon mountain where flows a clear fountain. With bread and fresh water himself did refresh. With night fast approaching, to the woods he resorted, with woodbine and ivy his bed for to make. But he dreamt of lamenting, of crying and sighing. Go home to your family and rambling forsake. 'Twas the 5th day of November, I've cause to remember, when first he came home to his family and friends. Well, they stood so astounded, surprised and dumbfounded, to see such a stranger once more in their sight. His children came around him with a prittle-prattling stories, prattling stories to drive care away. Now he's as happy as those that have thousands of riches, content he'll remain and not ramble away. This tune was composed by Spencer the Rover, as valiant a man as ever left home. He had been much reduced, which caused great confusion, and that was the reason he started to roam. Thank you very much. I love that song of a rover, a traveller. I can see a little bit of myself in that song, I think. So, how are you all doing? I know you're chatting away amongst yourselves. Again, I can see some stars and some applause and the Christmas tree and some red hearts and lovely things coming in. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know there's some talented musicians there in the chat today as well. So I really again, appreciate you being here. And appreciate Dohi for hosting me and having this crazy idea that I might pop across to do this. We did a little bit of recording in the studio here this afternoon as well, so that was a lovely experience. I feel that set me up very well for tonight. Very nice experience altogether. And what a lovely channel that Dohi has. So if you're new to the Rua Room channel tonight, have a glance around the whole channel, Dohi's channel, the Rua Room, Songs for the Rua Room. It's been a big thing for me discovering it in the last few months. Such a lot of beautiful material on there. It must take Dohi so much time and effort and work to make it all happen. Lots of upcoming singer-songwriters. There's an archive. There's live interviews. It's amazing. I really admire everything Dohi's done with this channel. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you would be so kind. There we go. D. Michael saying it. I can see. Great stuff. Okay, so a bit more on that later. But let us go on with a song. I don't know. Maybe Spencer the Rover. Perhaps he was a musician. There's that lyric in the song. This tune was composed by Spencer the Rover. And who knows, maybe he liked the key of A minor. That's the name of this next song, and of course it is in A minor. And it's an imaginary song of someone, a musician, who is maybe, like a lot of the music lifestyle, a little bit unsteady perhaps, and is looking for a kind of solid kind of home base, home key, if you like. But this character, this fictional musician, loves A minor and is most happy in A minor. So I don't know if you play, perhaps you have a favorite key. A minor's a pretty good one. It's not my favorite, but it's good. So that's the story behind this song. I'm just gonna have a sip of water. Thank you. I can see more new names coming in the chat. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, here we go. A minor. Gonna put down some roots in the key of A minor. It's my signature style. You say my definer. When things are starting to drift to avert a major disaster, I'm gonna make that shift. I just can't live any faster. Gonna put down some roots, find a nice cozy flat, hang up my jacket and boots, and lay down my hat. A place to call home, where I know where things are. Get off this cycle of fifths, find a perfect four. Always been around with relative ease, but now there's so many locks and not enough keys. So I'm gonna stay sharp and keep the motor running like Alice Coltrane's heart. Revelation is coming. Gonna put down some roots in the key of A minor. It's my signature style. Can't imagine anything finer than A minor. Something like that. At home in A minor. Thank you very much. Thanks. I can see lovely comments coming in from far and wide. Beautiful to be playing for you tonight. I'll try and shout out the keys as I go, just in case you want to join in. As I say, I know there's some great guitar players, songwriters in the chat. Check out anyone. I think it's possible to click on the names in blue, and you'll be taken through to that person's channel. I can see Rabbit Jack, great singer-songwriter here in Belgium. We've got Michael Songs, fabulous YouTuber and songwriter and performer, and great bringer together of the musical community. Stephen the Good Mojo. You can check all out of these people if the name is in blue. You can flick through to their channel. I think there's some people watching from Ireland as well. I think I saw Auntie Olive come in. Oh yeah, so nice. So now these are some of the regulars from Dohi's Monday night show. Every Monday night, Dohi does a singer-songwriter kind of compilation program on YouTube. It's really amazing. I'm so amazed that, well, I shouldn't be amazed because there's a lot of talent out there, but Dohi manages to find and curate a great show every week of up-and-coming singer-songwriters, and that's on his channel, Songs from the Room. So Monday night coming, there'll be one, and then the last one of the season this Monday, and the Monday after that will be the Christmas special. Yes, so I'm definitely going to make sure I don't know what that involves at all. Yeah, please. I think if you like singer-songwriter music, you'll really enjoy Songs from the Room. Okay, so let us go on with a song written. It wasn't written in Scotland, but it was written about a trip to Scotland, a trip to the far rim of Scotland, if you like, to some of the outer Isles, the Western Isles, Harrison Lewis, and the journey by boat across from Skye, across to these far distant islands. And when you reach Skye, the Isle of Skye, you already feel you're kind of on the rim and you're in a very special place. But then you can take a boat beyond that even, and as you travel, you can barely make out the outline on the very horizon. And then as you get a little closer, you can make out the jagged outline of the mountains. And gradually you're kind of pulled in. So it's a very memorable crossing, especially if you're lucky with the weather and you get a smooth sea and a beautiful sky. So this is called To the Rim. And it starts in the key of D, modulates the E flat later. Here we go. A misty mountain on the horizon. The sea is so smooth as we go out on a limb into the light, leaving the world as we know it, feeling like I'm heading to the rim. Perfect timing, the silver light, praise and glory resounding like an evening hymn. You can see the curve of the earth, feel the edges of heaven as you make your way across to the rim. suspended, upended, moving yet motionless. Time seems irrelevant, savoring every element. Suddenly you cross the line between knowing and unknowing. The sea becomes the land a sea. And all the dreaming focuses on a glistening little harbor, opening its arms to let you in, heading out to the rim. Heading out to the rim, heading out to the rim, on a silver sea. Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. Memories of a special trip a very long time ago. Great. Okay, well, it's time for the first of our Christmas songs now. So I do love Christmas and all the Christmas carols and special Christmas songs that, in a way, you only get to sing now or never. If you don't do them now, you have to wait a whole year. So they're very patient, the Christmas songs. They kind of go back in their box for a whole year, and you know, this is their moment to come out and shine. So this is a song, a carol that I remember singing in the church choir when I was very little, but it really having a magical effect. I think it's a beautiful one. It's called Gabriel's Message. It's a Basque carol. And I'm going to play it in E minor. So here we go. The angel Gabriel from heaven came. His wings as drifted snow, his eyes as flame. All hail, said he, thou lowly maiden Mary, most highly favored lady, Gloria. For known a blessed mother thou shalt be, all generations, Lord, and honor thee. Thy son shall be Emmanuel, by sins foretold, most highly favored lady, Gloria. Then gentle Mary meekly bowed her head. To me be as it pleaseth God, she said. My soul shall laud and magnify his holy name, most highly favored lady, Gloria. Of her Emmanuel the Christ was born in Bethlehem, all on a Christmas morn. and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored lady, Gloria. Thank you. It's quite a solemn one. It's not a jingly jangly Christmas carol, but it's atmospheric for sure. Okay, so next we come back home, and we travel to England. I must remember I'm in Belgium. I'm not in Ireland. I'm in Belgium, and back across in England, amongst lots of travelling up and down the M1 of late. I've stopped off in Leicester, the city of Leicester, and been lucky enough a couple of times to meet up with a wonderful musician there, Shruti. I don't know if she's here tonight. And this song kind of came out of that stopping off there. I found out a little bit about the history of a manufacturing company. Leicester, like a lot of English towns and cities, made things and had a boom period, I guess, in kind of Victorian times, and then that industry has virtually gone now. But one of the things that was made in Leicester was typewriters. And in particular, a company called Imperial Typewriters. And you still see them around. You see them in, perhaps in a cafe. I was in a cafe not so long ago, and they had a typewriter holding up the menu. And of course, it was an Imperial typewriter. So they've kind of been repurposed now, I guess, as the keys have become jammed and people have kind of lost the use of them. Although I think it might be quite nice to go back to a typewriter. I just feel, wouldn't it be lovely to get a typed message out of the blue? Anyway, back to the story. Imperial Typewriters was founded in 1908, actually by a Spanish immigrant to England called Hidalgo Moya. And then in the 1970s, the company was taken over by a big multinational corporation, and they sought from Southeast Asia a workforce to come over, and that workforce was treated very differently to the indigenous workforce, if you like. Very poor conditions, very poor pay, and a whole list of disparities, really. And this eventually led to a strike at the Imperial Typewriter Factory in 1974, exactly 50 years ago. And it was the first time that an immigrant workforce had really stood up and said this isn't right. So I just found it quite an inspiring story and one that should be told. I never heard of it before, and in researching it, this song kind of wrote itself. So it's quite wordy, but if you want, please go up and look up the story of the Imperial Typewriter strike of 1974. Okay, another sip of water. Please join in if you like. There's a chorus, comes back quite a lot of times, and the words to the chorus are basically Imperial. When Hidalgo founded you, it was 1908. Business was expanding, you had the world on a plate. A diamond in the office, saving precious time. You helped us to communicate, a friend in word and rhyme. Imperial machines in every corner of the world, like the empire you were named after, with its flag unfurled. A family's prized possession, household name. What were the stories behind the fame of Imperial? Imperial. Leicester to the world. Imperial. By the late 1960s, the world had changed. A new big corp owner, economies to be made. You began to turn the tables and look far and wide for a source of cheap labor to keep the profits high. So you scouted through the countries where the empire used to ride, living up to your name, exploitation in your mind. When it came to fair conditions and a decent living wage, you were found wanting the same story once again. Imperial. Standards and mistreatment, impossible demands to make the output rise and rise again, more than anyone could stand. And when the moment came, they couldn't take it anymore. The union sided with you and abandoned those who called. Imperial. Stayed out, sacrificed their pay, supported by their community. Love will find a way, with women at the forefront, standing tall and proud. They showed the way to others, said something out loud like Imperial. Hey, Imperial. We're not inferior. You're not superior. Imperial, not so imperial. We're not your slaves anymore. Imperial. Even though in the end you might ask what was achieved, something had changed. Something was believed, like knowing who your friends are, how power behaves, self-determination, and a parting of the waves. Imperial, no more imperial. Imperial, imperial. Now 50 years later, I'm visiting my home. Looking through a cupboard, something sits there on its own. Open the container, like remembering a dream, with its keys and bells and ribbons, a magical machine. Imperial, it's an imperial. Imperial, it's an imperial. Imperial, no more imperial. From Leicester to the world, imperial.
Soon to the Room. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Dahi. We recorded that one this afternoon, and I was happy to get it down. Yeah, it felt like a story that they wanted to be told. Great.
Auntie Olive was great on the typewriters too.
Oh yes, that's right. Auntie Olive on the typewriter keys.
She was great on the typewriter.
Hey, what about? Perhaps we recorded it this afternoon, and I was very happy with it and everything. But how about we got Auntie Olive over to put the sound of the typewriter keys would be excellent. Or could do it virtually. Could you add it in? Could you patch that in?
Fix it, yeah, sure.
Okay, you're booked, Olive. Uh, so nice. Mm.
Oh, she was a whiz. She was a whiz on the typewriter.
Mm. Yeah, we were saying this afternoon that they're kind of distant cousins, the piano and the typewriter. They both have keys. There's some kind of correlation between them. Thank you so much. I can see lovely hearts and applause and lots of comments.
Sorry to interrupt. Make
Hi.
sure to promote your live stream.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Brilliant. So first and most important, please like and subscribe Dohi's channel here and check out his other stuff, particularly Monday night. I'll be there on Monday night. And we all kind of comment, and it's a really nice community and brilliant songs. But I've got coming up, the next live stream for me will be my New Year's Eve special. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't imagine any nicer thing to be doing on New Year's Eve than spending it with you, if you can make it, even if you just drop in with some songs and good company, maybe a little tipple to see out the old year and to see the new one in. We'll start at 8 o'clock in the UK time. That will be 9 here. So even closer to the midnight hour here in Europe, in Belgium.
You'll be drunker than you will.
Yeah, 1 hour later might be dangerous. And of course, in the States, it will be 3 o'clock in East Coast, and whatever time that is for you lovely people a bit further west. And in Japan, it will be already 2025. How about that? How astonishing that thought is. So we'll start at 8. Probably won't go all the way to midnight unless we really feel inspired, but we'll just see what happens. That's on New Year's Eve on my channel. Just look up my name, Phil Hogg, and you'll get it.
In the info section, of course.
And the links down below the picture. Though he's always very conscientious and puts any link that might be needed down there. Great. Okay, so now, do you fancy going on a trip? It's a world trip. We've already done a little bit of travelling to Scotland and Leicester, and here I am in Belgium. But we're going to go to Japan, actually, to Tokyo, and to a northern suburb of Tokyo called Oji. This was a place that Shizuka and I ended up at some point last year, I think it was. It's a little difficult, Tokyo's a mega city, a megapolis. And where do you start even? Especially when it comes to where should you stay. But somehow we were led to this suburb called Oji. It's not a glamorous suburb. It's a kind of everyday kind of place. But sometimes that's what you want to see. And it did us very well. And it had a little bit of magic about it. All the same. So we'll have that one, and then after that we'll go to Greece, and then after that we'll go to Cardiff. But let's start with Oji in Tokyo. In particular, this is inspired by the hotel where we stayed, and well, the song tells you, but a kind of ordinary hotel, cheap and cheerful, but it had one special thing. When you looked from the window. Big mega city, millions of people, millions of choices of where to stay. Something brought us here to the north of the city, a local place, the brightest lights are far away. But Oji is homely, like a journey back in time, a little bit apart from the cities to and fro. A place you can come back to with its own ebb and flow. A footnote in the story of Greater Tokyo, but with its own special charm. Short walk from the city, just along the tracks, past the ramen shops and hostess bars, and the bikes all in their racks. Just a standard issue hotel, but you can put your cares away. Come in and rest your body before another day. 'Cause OG is low-key. You've got anonymity, and the view from the window is something to see. 'Cause if you ask for a room on the 13th floor, you're gonna see something that you've never seen before. Mount Fuji, clear as day, looking not so far away, like you could walk there in an hour. Hold your breath and feel its power. Breakfast with a smile, so make sure that you go. Join the travelers and business folk for onigiri and miso. And when the hatch is closing and it's time to pack away, the breakfast staff come out to sing. It's the highlight of the day. 'Cause OG is homely from room 1328. Shinkansen down below. Watch one more before we go, though it's already getting late. Magic and myth are never far away. Just below the surface, they come out every day. This is Foxtown after all, or so the people say. Maybe they're shapeshifters all. Anyway, we're in thrall to OG. Yes, we'd stayed there a few days when we found out that that little kind of town within that suburb was Foxtown. There were little clues. We started seeing fox emblems, and so in Japan particularly, foxes are magic, very, very powerful spirits that can shapeshift, and maybe Dohi is a shape-shifting fox. He's got some fox thing going on here. There's a lot around the studio here. There's many foxes. Lovely. So that was Tokyo. Now the next one is based on truth, but then elaborated and artistic license and all of that. But it's a story about visiting Greece and a hotel in Greece. The name of the hotel is the Luxembourgo. That part's true. I think it's still there. So it's got a little bit of film noirish creeping into this one. It's called Luxembourgo. I'm going to play it in the key of A. Luxembourg, unload our cargo. The place where we go, break the embargo. A couple of blocks from the sea, the Aegean's waiting for me in the lobby. Black and white man will check you in, like a scene from a movie. Faded grandeur, a little gloomy, the place of assignation. Put a false name on the reservation. Luxembourg, hoping that you'll show, where everything's in slow-mo. Never dreamed that you'd go. Maybe I'll go down to the port, find that bar where we talked, look around for a bit, watch the lights wind over the water, see the people doing La Volta. There's nothing that I would alter, except losing track of you. It's something I thought I'd never do. Luxembourg, the room where we'd go, watching the moon glow at the Luxembourg. In the morning light, a million moments of beauty. Step outside, the smell of diesel and coffee at the cafe on the corner. Span a carpenter to order a distant place, your lovely face. Luxembourg, our precious cargo, only you and I know. It was all so long ago. Our secret place, your lovely face.
Top class, sir.
A little bit of work still needed on that one, but yeah, thanks very much. That's another one that has kind of come back. The experience was many years ago, but I only just wrote the song. It's funny how things percolate for years, but you don't forget them. Yeah. So the third of this trilogy, hotel-based songs. This was written in that certain brand of workaday hotels in the UK. In fact, they have them in Germany as well, with a purple theme. And I seem to end up staying in them a lot, and always have fun and always enjoy being in a hotel room without all the clutter that is surrounding the rest of my life. And there's sometimes just time to think, time to write, time to look out of the window when you're somewhere like that. So this is called Staying in a Purple Room. The purple room in question was in Cardiff. Staying in a purple room, all the purples look the same. Purple flowers are in bloom, purple tower blocks in the rain. Staying in a purple room, voices of a distant town. Saturday nights are blurred, Sunday morning coming down. Staying in a purple room after a perfect day, imagination starts to bloom while the sky rolls away. Staying in a purple room, all the purples look the same. Whistling a Gershwin tune, looking out on purple rain. Yeah, a little bit of whistling at the end. It's got to be done. Any whistlers in the house tonight? A very much underrated musical form. I'm sure there are. I think Ruth's here. Yeah, Ruth, there we go. Purple hearts from Ruth. Yay! Beautiful. What else have I got to show you? So I think I should have a sip of the German beer. I wonder if you've brought any beverage with you or anything else. Nibbles?
You just said German beer. You meant Belgian beer.
Oh, did I say German? Oh, that was a slip. I'm more used to German beer, but this is a rare treat. I think this was called Omer. O-M-E-R. It's very tasty, as I will confirm now. Cheers. Oh, that is tasty. I feel like I'm almost about to start speaking in Flemish now. Enjoying all the languages around me here. On this day, it's fascinating place. Tomorrow I'm going to be spending the day looking around Ghent. I'm looking forward to that very much. So cheers again, everyone. What's cheers in Flemish?
It's skål.
Skål. Skål.
Santé.
Oh, santé. Let me show you this also. This was a lovely thing, came along today. Stephen, who's in the chat, Stephen the Good Mojo. It was so nice to meet him. He popped around, Dohi's neighbour, and not only did he give me the chocolates and a couple of other things, but he gave me this painting. It's an original painting by Stephen Good Mojo. and I really love it. I really love it, Stephen. The moon representing music and dreams, the lines representing structure, and the green representing hope. I really, really love it. So thank you so much for that. It'll fit nicely in my bag, and I'm going to find a really good place at home for it. It'll inspire me. Thank you. So, just a couple of songs left really now. Another Christmas song. This is another beautiful Christmas carol. The words by Christina Rossetti, the music by Gustav Holst. I won't sing it all because there are quite a lot of verses, but here's a little bit of the very wintry carol, In the Bleak Midwinter. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago, angels and archangels may have gathered there, cherubim and seraphim thronged the air, but only his mother in her maiden bliss worshipped the beloved with a kiss. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what I can, I give him, give my heart.
Love that one.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to everyone when it comes around. And don't forget, if you want some Christmas cheer, a week on Monday, Dorothy's show, Songs from the Room will be their Christmas special. If you're wearing a Christmas hat,
All that. Decorations are up.
can you imagine? Yeah. And then after all of that going on, New Year's Eve for my my end of the year live stream.
Links to your channel again in the information.
All the links down below. Thanks very much.
Find you.
Great. So couple of quick ones, short ones to finish. Another song from Travels. This was written about an experience in Hong Kong, amongst those great tower blocks and high-rise office buildings. But finding, if you look in the little alleyways and snickets, there are some temples which have been there longer, I imagine, much longer than the high-rise, and the atmosphere is very special. So this is called Temple Child in D minor. New dawn, new morn, what will we find there? Step inside this temple to a world of care and grace. Growing up surrounded by the smell of ages, cleaning out the candles, turning dusty pages, mystery and oranges around the golden throne. New morn, newborn into this scented air, and then you're gone, vanished without a trace, appearing moments later in the least expected place, a shaft of sunlight gliding over your sweet face. Will you always live here? What happens when you're older? When the world gets bigger and the air a little colder? What a strange and mysterious upbringing. And in the end, although we find that everybody is alone, this temple child gave us a feeling we belong. New dawn, dum dum dum. There we go. Thank you very much. Thanks so much, everyone. I know Dohi and I are both going to really enjoy playing back a little bit later on when the chat has all uploaded, and I'm so looking forward to seeing everyone that was here. I can see some of the names, but again, I'm giving you a big shout out to every single person who's been here tonight. And of course, if you're watching later on the replay, watch again. Thanks so much. Really appreciate you spending your time with me and with us here tonight. So it's the final song. It's kind of my theme song because usually where I go, it rains. But actually, to be honest, so far here in Belgium, I got here yesterday evening, there hasn't been a spot of rain. But probably speaking too soon, it's probably going to be a howling storm tonight. So I hope you're safe and well wherever you are. Thank you very much, and join us both again on our various exploits. Do follow up any of the people with a channel name in blue in the chat there. You can skip to their channel and just make a note of it and follow up later. Again, please like and subscribe. All of that stuff is kind of how it works. It's what's connected us all. It's what has brought us all together. That YouTube flashing up someone else's stream who seems to be doing something similar, or you know, it's an amazing community that we haven't got to the bottom of yet. Who knows where this is all going to go? So it's all good. So thanks again, and we'll finish with this one called Rainbringer in the key of C.
Thank you very much, Phil. Great to have you here.
My pleasure, Dory. Can't wait to see you again. You just have to come over to England now.
Next stop.
Okay. I am a rain bringer, but I'm not a gloom bringer. I'm trying to get in tune with you. Want to keep your spirits high. There's something I can do for you, with a piano and a room for you. Want to go up to the moon with you. We can do it if we try. Some people might say this is you, this is your time of year. You have to get used to that heavy cloud. But I don't like to think that it always has to be sunny. We can make our own light here on the ground. They say that I'm a rain bringer. I want to be a joy bringer. I want to be a choir singer. I want to be a join-inner. I want to be a caretaker. Want to be a song maker, not only a rain bringer. And anyway, we need the rain. I am a rain bringer, but I'm not a gloom bringer. I'm trying to get in tune with you. Want to keep your spirits high. There we go. We ended up in the key of G, which I think is a good place to let you go. Thank you so much, everyone. Big round of applause to Daithí for everything he does and for inviting me over and looking after me and feeding me, and to Elko also. Really, really lovely to be looked after here. Yeah. And we'll see you all very soon. So good night from Belgium.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Week Monday, all the other stuff going on. Yeah. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Lots of love.
Folks, thanks, everybody.
Bye. Bye.